Colleagues, it is an honor for me to lead the debate on the bill to amend the Passport Miscellaneous Provisions Act, Cap P 343, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, with a view to highlighting the need for more provisions in the extant legislation in order to preserve, sanctify, and redeem the image of the Federal Republic of Nigeria globally. The proposed amendment to the extant Passport Miscellaneous Act is imperative and compelling in that it is a variable action to effectively redeem the severely tarnished image of our dear country in the eyes of the international community, and then to enact a strong disincentive for the commission of crimes by Nigerians across international jurisdictions. The commission of crimes by Nigerians in foreign jurisdictions has dealt a crushing blow to the reputation and image of Nigeria and is costing us stupendous disgrace in the diplomatic community and international transit. It projects Nigerians as persona non grata to whom foreign visas are restricted or denied, with negative effect to our national interests. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, countries like China, Turkey, Canada, France, Egypt, Germany, Ethiopia, South Africa, Russia, and the United Arab Emirates, among others, which are destinations of interest to our citizens, apply stringent visa rules to Nigerians. A major reason for the visa restriction is the significant commission of crimes and conviction of Nigerians in those countries. Though profiles of crimes by Nigerians in foreign countries are protected for human rights reasons, as chairman of the Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs and being privy to the issues in the diplomatic community, the detriment of such crimes to our foreign affairs, the harm to our bilateral and multilateral interests, and the dent to our image and integrity, I'm convinced that it is incumbent upon us as a country to act and demonstrate responsibility to ending the indulgence of our citizens in crimes anywhere in the world. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, as a consequence of the injury to the integrity of our country from crimes by our citizens in foreign jurisdictions, innocent and patriotic Nigerians suffer harassment in international transits, denial and hardship in visa applications, discrimination, and negative stereotype in social dealings, cost and distress. The green passport is widely discountenanced, and the sovereign pride is intrinsically bias has severely diminished. That is nothing less than a state of emergency. The legislature is mandated under Section 4 of the Constitution with lawmaking for the peace, order, and good governance of Nigeria. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the extant law on Passport Miscellaneous Provisions Act is good, but good is the enemy of better. It will do better if amended with provisions that impose an extra layer of deterrent to the commission of crimes by our citizens in foreign countries. It will demonstrate responsibility on our part to discourage the perpetration of crime by our citizens and to redeem the image of our country. Mr. President, sir, distinguished colleagues, this bill therefore seeks to amend the Passport Miscellaneous Provisions Act, Cap P 343, Law of the Federation 2004, to provide for measures towards preserving the image of Nigerians while abroad and the Federal Republic of Nigeria globally. The implication of the proposed amendment is that where a Nigerian commits any of the foregoing offenses in a foreign country and is convicted for the crime, the international passport of the convict will be withdrawn for 10 years. These measures serve as a veritable deterrent to the commission of crime in a foreign country. This proposed amendment will redeem, preserve, and elevate the image and integrity of our dear country. It is also an opportunity for us to demonstrate our commitment to good governance and stance against crimes and criminalities. We cannot do otherwise than make this compelling amendment. I implore you, as patriots in the sincere service of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to support this bill to the fulfillment of its indispensable objectives. Thank you.
Thank you. Distinguished Senator Mongudu.
Mr. President, distinguished senators, my name is Mohamed Tahir Monguno. I represent Borno North Senatorial District. Mr. President, distinguished senators, this bill is very apt and germane and wouldn't have come at a better time than now, especially against the backdrop of the denial of visas to Nigerians by various countries across the globe, as well as the profiling of holders of green passport, the Nigerian passport, while in foreign jurisdictions. This is merely visited upon innocent Nigerians as a result of the crimes that is being perpetrated by other Nigerians in foreign crimes. That is why various countries have taken steps with a view to denying visas to Nigerians and profiling Nigerians while in foreign jurisdictions as a result of crimes being perpetrated by Nigerians abroad. So what this bill essentially seeks to do is to punish Nigerians that have withdrawn their passport for 10 years to serve as a deterrence to other Nigerians from committing crimes in foreign jurisdictions that will go a long way in tarnishing the image of the country that led to the denial of visas and profiling of Nigerians abroad. So I implore my colleagues to support the second reading of this bill in order to redeem the image of Nigerians and to nip this ugly scenario in the bud. I support the second reading of this bill, sir. Thank you.
I commend the presenter of this bill because it is timeous, it is apt. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I'm Senator Babangida Hussaini representing Jigawa Northwest. And I think it is time for us to really look critically into this issue because Nigerians of all shades and colors are being disrespected in foreign lands. Nigerians are profiled because of the ease of acquiring Nigerian passports. With the advent of the ECOWAS protocol in 1975, Nigerians and other African countries unified the passport issuance system by granting the ECOWAS passport. But sadly, crimes committed by other nationals, not necessarily Nigerians, are attributed to Nigerians and were being profiled in foreign countries. We have cases, numerous cases, to buttress this argument. Some time ago, there was a robbery in one of the foreign lands in the Middle East. And The holders and the accused were holding Nigerian passports, but they were not Nigerians. They were not Nigerians. And unfortunately, every Nigerian is profiled and seen as a potential criminal. And I think it is high time we look critically into this, support the second reading of this bill, tighten the process of acquiring Nigerian passport, and make sure that at least those who really need Nigerian passports are issued, and only to Nigerians, bona fide Nigerians. I think it is apt we support the reading of this bill, and I hope that our colleagues will give this expeditious consideration. Thank you, sir.
Is there any to this bill has to do with the idea of preserving the dignity and the integrity of Nigerians? Like distinguished Senator Babangida pointed out, I am aware of that case in the Middle East, specifically Dubai, where some people committed, some black people committed robbery, and they were holding Nigerian passports. But eventually, when investigation was done, they discovered that they were actually not Nigerians. So as this bill, when it goes through public hearing and all and comes back to us and we send it to Mr. President for assent, and concurrence of our colleague in the House of Representatives will help to curb such incidents, will tighten the ways and manner in which Nigerian passports circulate in the hands of foreigners. And also, where a Nigerian goes to mess up the image of the country, such a Nigerian should not just go to prison and be deported to Nigeria. Such a person should actually lose the international passport for at least 10 years, or 10 to 20 years, to serve as a deterrent. I'm sure these things will be discussed in public hearing. So I want to thank distinguished Senator Sani Bello and distinguished Senator Onao Okochi for bringing this up, and I'll proceed to invite the Senate leader to go ahead and read that this bill should go for second reading, right? Distinguished colleagues, those in support that this bill be read the second time, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk of the Senate, you may proceed to read the bill for the second time. Distinguished colleagues, a bill for an act to amend the Passport Miscellaneous Provisions Act, Cap P343, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and for other related matters 2025, SB 570, to make provisions for proper management of issuance of Nigerian passports and other related matters 2025. Second reading taken and referred to the two committees, in fact, three committees: Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters, Committee on Foreign Affairs, and the Committee on Interior, as the lead committee to revert to the Senate in 6 weeks. Leader of the Senate.